Hey there out there. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Jacquis. Welcome to the Nightly on Hatch Plus, where Santa Claus brings everyone a good night's sleep. What a wonderful thing to bring us, Santa.
I love that about Santa. I mean, bringing us presents is great, but a good night's sleep at this point in my life, oh man, yes.
Yeah.
Jacquis, how do you feel about Santa? Are you a fan of Santa?
I love Christmas. I love Christmas. I love the idea of Santa Claus. For everyone who could be possibly listening to this that is a believer in Santa Claus, he's so real. For everyone who's listening to this that have other thoughts, I love when people still give you presents from Santa Claus. I think it's cute. It's very cute. My mom does it, and she'll write from Santa, because she's a representative of Santa, like
Yes.
everybody's moms and dads are,
Yes.
or just family members, whoever is giving the presents or anything like that. So she still writes in, and I think that's so cute. It's very adorable.
I love that too.
How about you?
I love Santa. The one thing I don't like is the idea that there are naughty and nice children and only the nice children get presents. Because I don't think there's such a thing as a naughty child. Every kid's just doing the best they can, right?
No, there's some naughty kids out there.
Oh, come on.
No, there's some naughty kids out there. Some kids that gotta be, they be like, yo, man, if you was an adult, we would have a problem.
Don't get me wrong. Kids can be a lot sometimes, but
Kids are terrible.
they can be a lot. But I like to think okay, kids are curious. Kids sometimes are reckless. Kids sometimes have
Of course.
problem with, managing their feelings or impulse control. But I like to think kids have sweet hearts. I think their hearts are always in the right place because they're kids, right?
Listen, well, what age is a kid not a kid no more? Let me ask that. In this realm.
Okay, in this realm, I'm going to say for as long as they believe in Santa, there's no such thing as a naughty kid.
Okay. All right.
Which might make you 47 if you're listening.
True.
I'm not sure.
Absolutely. Because we were talking about teenagers. There's some teenagers that are, annoying out there. And listen, man, all kids are beautiful and have precious souls. And a bad kid is a byproduct of a really crappy parent.
I like to think little kids, they're doing the best they can. They have no control over certain things. I imagine it must be so weird when you're a baby where you get set down somewhere and you fall asleep and you wake up and you're somewhere else. I mean, you have no control over anything when you're a little kid.
I love that. I miss that. I wish I could fall asleep and wake up in my bed.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Kids don't know how good you have it, kids. You don't know how good you have it to just nap anywhere you want to nap, sleep when you want to sleep. This is my I'm sleepy jealousy coming out.
But when you were a kid, did you try to stay up all night in case you could catch Santa?
Oh, no, I never did that. I didn't try to wake up to catch Santa or anything. I don't really know at what age that flipped for me, but I do remember I was pretty young. I was somewhere between 5 and 7, so pretty young. And my family, we write Christmas lists, for wish lists and things like that. We've done that since I was a kid. And what my mom would do, once she compiled the list, she would write a list, what she's planning on getting, so she can organize it for herself and things like that. And once I caught wind of this and knew that there was a list that could possibly tell me what I could be getting, I remember one time I knew she wrote the list and I knew where she put it. I went to my mom and I was like, Mama, I'm going to sing you a lullaby to go to sleep. And of course she thinks I'm just being sweet, but my motive is to put her to sleep so I can go look at that list. So I'm singing her to sleep, rock-a-bye baby, little Jacquis singing lullabies and stuff. And she, goes to sleep, quotation marks. As an adult, I now realize she's faking for her kid's sake. But then I'm like, I did it. And literally not even 2 seconds after she closed her eyes and went to sleep, I went right to that list. And of course, she was right behind me. It was like, what you doing?
Keys.
And in my mind, I'm like, I did it. I put her to sleep. I'm going to go cheat and look at this list. And, listen, It was very funny. I'll always remember that. So I never waited up for Santa, but I did try to put people to sleep so I can find out what gifts I was going to get.
I love that you did that, and I bet your mom still remembers that so vividly. I bet your mom's like, Jacquis.
I wonder if she does. I've never actually talked to her about it. At this point, this was 30-something odd years ago, so...
Oh, I bet she was telling all of her friends, you would not believe what that boy did last night. You would not believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, I should ask her if she remembers that. That would be funny.
Oh my gosh. I bet it'd be great. Wow, Jacquis, speaking of Santa, speaking of Christmas, I thought it would be fun if today, for our Kristen's Corner, we would dive in to some of my favorite Christmas traditions. Kristen's Corner. I think you know this, Jacquis. I think I've said it more than once on the show before, but I am a certifiable Christmas nut. I should be institutionalized at the North Pole and have a straitjacket made out of candy canes because I love Christmas so much.
Christmas is great. It's a great time.
Christmas is so great. And in my opinion, it is now the Christmas season because have you seen that meme of Mariah Carey that goes out every year on Halloween and it says, "At midnight we rise," and it's Mariah Carey wearing her little Christmas outfit?
Yeah, I've seen it.
That meme is for me and
That's
our
for
people.
you.
Yes. And
so November 1st is the start of the holiday season for you.
it is, although I will confess there are some years that I start on October 1st. And
Oh my goodness.
I do 100 days of Christmas movies sometimes where I start early and I'm like, every day for the next 100 days we're watching a Christmas movie, whether you like it or not, whoever's over at my house. That's what we're doing today. So,
oh my goodness. Okay. Christmas season.
Yes. Let's talk about this season. I start with those Christmas movies I told you about. Do you like Christmas movies, Jacquis?
I do. I'm not like a Hallmark Christmas movie fanatic. You know, if there's one on and I'm watching it and if there's a new Christmas movie and it's enjoyable. But there aren't many Christmas movies that have come out post like 2000 that have entered onto my list of like, I watch this every single year. Maybe I'll watch Elf every few years, but like all my like top Christmas movies are 2005 and, you know, before.
Got it. I try to watch all the classics, meaning everything from the 1930s to maybe the 1960s, like The Shop Around the Corner starring Jimmy Stewart, or It's a Wonderful Life starring Jimmy Stewart, or all of the classics, Desk Set starring Katharine Hepburn. Try to watch all those old-timey movies. I try to watch all the Christmas specials I grew up watching as a little kid, like The Grinch or Charlie Brown. All of those specials I try to watch. And then I love watching all the movies that are from my childhood onward. You know, Elf, you already mentioned, A Christmas Story. I always watch every year Last Holiday starring Queen Latifah. That's a huge classic in my family. We love that movie. That. It's so good. It's so good. We try to also always watch a bunch of those schlocky made-for-TV holiday movies, the ones with woman who's an executive in the big city has to close the deal in the small town and then falls in love with the chocolate shop owner, and then they have a Christmas tree farm together.
The Hallmark Christmas movies.
Yep.
I love that.
Watch all of those. I'm into the 800 remakes of Christmas Carol. So The Muppets Christmas Carol, A Diva's Christmas Carol starring Vanessa Williams. It's Christmas Carol, which is the name of one of the movies. It's about a woman named Carol who learns how to not be a villain. And love all the remakes. So that's really the most important thing to me every year is watching lots of holiday movies and specials. And to me, that's so much of what the holiday season is about, because I've had, sadly, there have been years where I haven't had people to celebrate the holidays with, and those movies made me feel like I was part of something bigger and part of the holiday season and made me feel less alone. And so I really consider them important as far as just feeling connected to the magic of the season and not to feel lonely and so on. So yeah, Christmas movies, love them.
That's beautiful.
Love them.
Yeah, Christmas movies are the best. They're fun, they're good, you know, like you said, get you in the spirit.
Yeah, and they almost always have happy endings. They're not usually going to be downers.
Yeah. Usually they have happy endings, and I love them. There are 3 that I watch every single Christmas or holiday season without fail. And it is Home Alone 1 and 2 and the Santa Claus, the first one.
Yes. And you have the controversial opinion that the second Home Alone is better than the first.
I do. It is my opinion. I thought the second one was so much more fun. It was slightly more believable, like especially in early 90s, where it's like, oh, the kid gets on the wrong plane, like as opposed to you leave the kid at the house.
Yes.
It feels, to me, that feels slightly more believable. And Pigeon Lady was great. Everything about the second one for me resonates much harder as a good time, whereas Home Alone 1 is just a classic great holiday movie.
I really need to give that another chance. I'm going to do it. Do you decorate at Christmas time? Because
I have. I don't all the time.
Okay. For me, the Christmas tree, it's a big deal. When I was growing up, I would see these movies where people lived in New York and they would go to the corner and buy a tree and drag it up the steps of their apartment building. And I said, someday I'm going to live in New York and I'm going to be that person dragging a tree up the steps of my apartment. And I became that person. So every year, the day after Thanksgiving, we go out and we get a tree. Once in a while, if we're lucky and we have a friend with a car, maybe we'll drive to a Christmas tree farm and saw down the tree. And we'll bring it back to our apartment, walk up the 4 flights of stairs, set up our tree. And we have a family tradition that we always name our tree after a street in Brooklyn. So,
oh, that's cute.
So we had a tree named Berkeley once. We had a tree named Vanderbilt. We've had trees with all the different street names, Sterling and so on, in our neighborhood. And then we thank the tree for her service at the end of Christmas, and we bring her to Mulch Fest, which is this event in Brooklyn where we all bring our trees and we get to throw them in the mulcher and watch our tree get shredded so that she can nourish the park and help all the other plants in the park grow at the end of the Christmas season.
Beautiful. I love responsible holiday joy. I've never done a real tree.
Oh.
And I know that's controversial for Christmas lovers. I don't understand why.
No, I'm like, whatever you want to do. If you want an artificial tree, if you want a paper tree, if you want an aluminum tree, whatever works for you.
Yeah, go for it. So growing up, like on the south side of Chicago, we weren't like buying trees like that. So a lot of people had artificial trees. So growing up, we had a white Christmas tree.
Oh, you were fancy.
That was the tree that I grew up with. It was beautiful.
We had this green one that I always wanted, one that had frost on it. Oh, you had the cool one.
Yeah. Ours was pure white. It wasn't even like frosted with gray. It was like a pure white Christmas tree. Nice. It was really beautiful. That's the tree that I grew up with as a child. We would decorate it, put it right in the front room, right in front of the window and everything like that. And, that's just what my immediate family has done. So my mom did artificial tree. We do green trees now. And then I have a tree that's in storage that I, every once in a while I'll actually pull out and decorate, but I have one. But yeah, I've never done a real tree, and I think it's good that I haven't, because I've come to realize that I'm allergic to a lot of things.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think I would be allergic to a real tree in my house 24/7.
Yeah, you don't need that, no.
Yeah, but I do love people that is a part of their like holiday tradition. That's like a really fun thing.
Oh, wow. I'm glad you can appreciate it from afar. Maybe you should also know that I also have 2 year-round Christmas trees next to my desk where I am right now. Here, I'm going to hold up one of them for you.
There you go.
This is my Christmas tree. It's that ceramic kind that when it lights up, all of the lights on the tree light up. Yeah, so.
I love that.
And then I have another Christmas tree that has a bunch of decorations that I sometimes change up depending on the time of year. So, yeah, I love my Christmas trees. All right, so another thing I do during the holidays, and I've been doing this since I was a kid, was I try to always do some sort of volunteer work around the holidays. So when I was a teenager, I would either serve meals or I would work with an organization called Santa Anonymous, where I would be an elf and I would help people who were low income get Christmas presents for their kids. And they would enter this shop that we had called Santa's Warehouse. And everybody could pick out one big gift, one small gift, stocking stuffers, and a book for their kid. And I would be the elf who would help walk them around. So a dad might come in and say, I have, a 12-year-old daughter. Do you think she'll like this truck? And I'd be like, listen, Dad, we're going to go over to this section over here that I think your tween daughter might like the things a little bit more than this truck. Like, I'm not saying she won't like the truck, but, based on everything else you've told me, I think she might like this stuff better. And then I would be an elf and do that. And that was really fun. And in recent years, my husband and I have volunteered with Operation Santa, which is part of the United States Postal Service's charitable programs, where kids write all the time, year-round, Dear Santa letters, and then USPS collects all these letters and they distribute them to volunteers like me and my husband, and we answer the letters back and we buy the presents for the kids who write to USPS. And so any kids who are in need, we try to give presents to that way. And it just makes us feel the Christmas spirit, I'm not saying it's like super expensive presents or anything, but it makes us feel good that maybe we made a kid's life a little bit better that year, that they had something to open and not have, Christmas morning come and Santa forgot them.
Yeah. I love how much you love Christmas and do all the traditional things, but also use it as a time of service as well. I think that's really cool. I think the one thing we all can agree is that Christmas is about love and joy and giving.
Yeah.
And so it's dope that you take the time to actually make sure you're giving as well. I think that's really beautiful.
Oh, thanks. But I have to confess to you, Jacquis, that I don't always give good things. So my sister and I have this tradition that we, every year for Christmas, send each other a box of crap from our house. So this is a way for us to say, you know what? It's not about being materialistic. It's just about you're in my thoughts during the holidays. And then we'll go through our houses and just find crap and put it in a box and send it to each other. So maybe it's like a bottle opener and some pillows or random other items I get at conferences when I'm attending it. Like, oh, here are a bunch of pens for banks, whatever. And we each send each other a Christmas box each year of junk.
I love that. Absolutely love that. That's cute.
And one last thing I want to mention before I wrap this up. I have lots more Christmas traditions, but there's one last one I feel like is worth mentioning, and it's our annual Boxing Day party. Do you know Boxing Day?
That's Canada, right?
Canada, the UK, anywhere that was ever part of the British Commonwealth celebrates Boxing Day. And my husband is from New Zealand, which is part of the Commonwealth. And so it's always the day after Christmas. And on Boxing Day, traditionally, that was the day that the working people could get the day off, because the aristocracy didn't want to actually give their staff the day off on Christmas because they need somebody to serve them their meals and take care of them on Christmas. So the staff would get the day off on the day after Christmas, which was Boxing Day. And that's the day when maybe the aristocracy would give their staff their leftover Christmas boxes. Like, these are the presents I don't like. Here's a box for you. Have the day off. And so Boxing Day in our family is a day when we celebrate with friends. And we say, bring over any leftovers if you like. Hang out with us, complain about your family, do whatever you like, and let's have some eggnog or mimosas, some bagels, and just relax. And no pretense here. We just have fun. We play silly games. We wear paper crowns, which is part of the holiday. So we all sit around with paper hats on and tell bad jokes to each other and just feel like now is a time where we don't have to worry about what our families think. This is our chosen family, and we're just going to have fun with each other.
This is the American in me, but I never actually looked into the origins of Boxing Day because I was just like, oh, it's just when other people celebrate Christmas. And then I always thought it was a fun name. I was like, oh, that's also when, boxers, that's a boxer's day, like, professional fighters. But I get why people would be like, we need you on Christmas Day, but you can have the next day off. Not saying I would do that, but if you would tell me that a royal would have that mindset, it would not surprise me, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Can you imagine a king or queen trying to dress their own Christmas goose?
No, of course not.
They're like, we're not making our own figgy pudding. No, we're not doing that.
No, of course not.
Yeah. And everyone else out there, I hope that you are all enjoying this holiday season. Whatever your holidays are, they don't have to be Christmas. Whatever the holiday is that you celebrate, or the holidays plural, we hope you're having a really great time. We hope that you're feeling joy and love. And I would love to hear about some other folks' holiday traditions. So if y'all want to write in
Yeah.
and let us know, it would be so fun to hear what you do that's unique to your family or just your household or what you and your friends do. Yeah, let
Yeah.
us know.
And I'll say this too, sometimes the holidays can be tough for
Hmm.
whatever reasons for a lot of people. I've experienced that myself, so you're not alone. I will say that. And if that is you, I hope you find love and joy in the moments that you can as well.
Yeah,
I hope you hold on to beautiful memories as tightly as you can as well, because they never leave you. I will say that.
absolutely. And maybe just do what I do when I've had holidays alone, pop in a Christmas movie and smile, feeling like that magic is still there. Sometimes a movie is the best, to me at least. Sometimes a movie is the best medicine. So, yeah.
Yeah. And if this holiday ain't it, that's okay.
Yeah.
We'll try again next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Jacquis, on that note, I am feeling so ready to go to sleep and have some sugar plum fairies dance me off to dreamland. So I'm going to turn in.
I'm going to have me some white chip dream cookies, and I'm going to just chomp, chomp, chomp all the way to dreamland. So good night, Kristen.
Good night, Jacquis.